Hello everybody, I am Marscapone and this is modded factorio, namely seablock. And this is the second backup I have. Oh, look at my robots. They're starting to get to work already. Great job, guys, great job. So this is our second save. Let's see, let's actually do this first. So this is not too many hours later, but it should give us a good idea of... No, there's nothing much happened here. Oh yeah, we set up science over here. And... yeah, we're very slowly making light blue science. And this is the setup for gray science, by the looks of it. And what else is new? Well, these 5 factories are still here. This is all still here. I thought we would destroy this by now. This is the amount of solar panels we have. I selected something from my hotbar. So we have quite a few more smelting setups, and these are all the smelting setups we need for all the sciences. So what do we have? Aluminium, tin, or is this tin? I think it is. Oh, for tin wire, tin copper wire. And then copper wire. And then solder, probably. Gold. Silicon wafers. I guess we can just jump right into the next save, because nothing too interesting has happened. So what's this? Glass. And steel. More aluminium. I wonder if the lowest one was aluminium now. Tin plates. Lead plates. Lead plates was quite difficult because it requires a specific gas, which is made here. Hydrofluoric acids, which requires these catalysts, which require the ores, which was kind of a pain to set up. But we did, and I think this needs, this needs, what does this need? This needs, the acid gas. So we had to hand transport that every time from the place where we made gas, which we made from the oil. I think I can show you, maybe, if I remember where it was. I think it was, here we go. Here, it's made here. So we did have an oil setup, basically just to try it out, see what it does. So these are algae farms, and they require sulfuric wastewater and carbon dioxide, and they make algae, and that gets processed into oil, and the oil gets cracked down over here, and then somehow we make acid gas. Yeah. Anyway, let's jump into the next save. 174 hours in. Let's see. This looks pretty cool. Cool floor design. Thank you. Alright, this is the 5th factory, or producing factory. And we made a new island here. This is all the same. There might be some more solar panels at this point. We still haven't deleted the old initial setup. It looks like we made some more metal plates casting factories. But that's about it, I think. And yeah, I guess these are new. So we made this is green circuit boards. This is blue circuit boards even. Look at that. And then this is red circuit boards. Let me slowly show you so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on here. And these recipes are all way more complicated than in vanilla factorio. What's this? Oh, this is purple science, so we have purple science set up here. And then, what's this? Blue science. And more green circuit boards, and this is plastic. Yeah, plastic. So yeah, plastic is also quite a pain to make because you need these chemical plants. Yeah, it's I don't even want to begin explain. So yeah, let's have another look at the green circuit board setup. So you need to make wooden plates, make those into, I don't even know. And then you get a green circuit board. Then the red ones, oh, where are those made? Oh, over here. They require a better board to start with. Yeah. It's all quite a pain to set up. But a nice challenge. Definitely. And the blue ones require even more. They even require specific gases. They require iron ore to make ferric solution to pour into the boards that they use. Remember. Oh yeah, this is an annoying bug where the inserters keep hold of the item they're holding. They don't want to let it go, and then your whole production stops. Oh well, let's go into the next save then, I guess. Yeah, look at this one. 200 hours. 200 hours in, and we have a new setup. So, this is our first adventure into all the ore production. This is or actually the second or third version, I guess, because these are our very first blueprints or plans. So, let me show you one more time. Washing plants into other washing plants that make the geodes. Geodes into the chemical plants, into the crushers, into different chemical plants. It's kind of hard to decide how deep I want to go with all my explanations, but it's yeah, I don't want these episodes to take forever. So I hope you have some knowledge of factorio seablock, or you just get the general gist of how I explain things. I hope I kind of explain things correctly. So yeah, these chemical plants make crystal slurry from the geodes, the crushed geodes. Crystal slurry goes into these filtration units, which filter out the crystals into their separate different ores, I guess. Bobonium, rubite, and those. Where does this gets put on this belt and into this crusher, and this crusher puts it into these flotation cells, put them into the ore sorting facility, and that gets all the different ores. And then the new setup is over here. Is there one that's not blinking? Yeah, this one's not blinking. So it's nighttime. So we have electrolyzers making slag. So we're back to electrolyzers. The slag gets turned into crushed stone. Then the crushed stone gets put into these liquefiers, making mineralized water. Don't I have night vision? I don't have night vision. I do have night vision, I saw it. There we go, that's way better. Mineralized water, and then there's the crystallizers turn the mineralized water into sterdites and sapphirites. And then these get sorted, and then the sapphirite, yes, sapphirite gets to go this way into a crusher. The crushed sapphirite goes into the flotation cell, which makes sapphirite chunks, which go into the leaching plant. So this is an extra step, 2 extra steps even, which make the process more efficient. Into the sapphirite crystals, the ore refineries turn the crystals into chunks, I think. or purified sapphirite, I guess. And that gets turned into iron, copper, sodium, nickel, lead, no, titanium, and zinc. And then all of that gets transported. Well, for now it gets transported to the same bus of ores that doesn't have a radar, so I can't show you. But it's there, trust me. Oh, and this is the factory to make sulfuric acid, because all of these factories require a ridiculous amount of sulfuric acid, which is a pain to make. If you look at how big this setup is. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 64 washing plants to make a little bit of sulfuric acid. And yeah, it's a pain to make. And yeah, all these seafloor pumps getting the mud water to make this sulfuric acid. Yeah, it's quite ridiculous. So this is a nice, pretty big expansion. I don't think we've changed anything. Otherwise, maybe there's some more solar panels. We haven't started using nuclear power at this. Oh, we may have. Let's have a look here. I'm on the way to the nuclear power, or what I think is the nuclear power setup. But this is an example of why our setup is a pain in the ass. This rubite gets turned into all these, and they all get collected into this warehouse, and then they get sorted into their different ores. But if one ore gets used more than the other ores, this warehouse fills up, and then nothing can get in here no more, and then the whole factory stops. I don't have these on me. So yeah, a lot of our time was spent shooting warehouses and replacing them with new ones, which is both time consuming. It can be annoying if you don't see it for a while and then your whole factory stops. And it's also not that efficient because you're just wasting all the ores that you made too many of. So yeah, this is our first nuclear setup. A few steam turbines, a few heat exchangers, and 2 reactors. Can we see? Yeah, we're mostly reliant on solar power. They're not even doing anything. What's going on here? Is this even... Yeah, they are hot enough. Maybe we don't need the power right now? I don't know. I'm not really good with... I don't really understand all the power needs. Oh yeah, and this is the ore belt, the ore bus. So yeah, some ores we have more of than others. Aluminium was always a big problem. Gold at some point was a big problem. Iron was often a big problem. Copper sometimes. Tin sometimes. Nickel sometimes, because we used that for making iron. So yeah. Let's do one more save, shall we? So this is 14 hours later. You can actually see Cresconio on the map here. Let's load it. And in this save we have started doing this. Let me show you. So this is gonna be... actually let me back up. So we've diverted the ores coming from these new setups over here. So this is a whole new ore bus. So here's the original one, which you can only partly see because there's no radar there. This is the original one, this is the utility belt, and this is the new one. And our plan is here to have new smelting setups, and these are going to be for the mall. So the idea is these are for science. These make ores specifically for science. And over here are gonna be factories that make ores specifically for for the mall. So, science ore production, science ore smelting, and then the plates go here to the science. Here's the science setups. This is red, green science, and then these are the science labs. And then over here is the mall ore production, gets sent over here. And the mall ore processing, and then the mall is gonna be here, is the plan. So yeah, we're using the beginner smelting setup still, or maybe Mark II or Mark III, who knows. The ore processing machines are Mark IV already, but they're all really expensive. Take a lot of blue circuits. We still have the old base is still here. Still haven't cleaned that up. Let's do one more save. Let's do one more save. Why not? So this is 238 hours in. Let's load it up. And as you can see, we started seriously making nuclear power. So we have 84 steam turbines making a lot of power. Although yeah, I think the solar panels take priority, or that's what it looks like anyway. And yeah, you can see here what all is using the power. A lot of electrolyzers, a lot of washing plants, a lot of lower tier electrolyzers, and of course a lot of inserters. There we go. Beautiful. So I'm amazed by the amount of fuel we have at this point. So we decided to make the power here, so underneath all of the science smelting setups. And we also duplicated this stereotyte and sapphirite setup. Oh, this is only... Oh yeah, I think... Let me see. Do I remember? So this one's making sapphirite and stereotyte. This one's making also that. So is this one. And so is this one. So yeah, these get turned into iron, copper, silicon, nickel, titanium and zinc. And the other ones get turned into more copper, iron, cobalt, tin, uranium and aluminium. Oh, and this is... Oh, this is our first... So yeah, we're a lot further along with our mall setup here. So this is the iron smelting. We have 3 setups for those because we need a lot of iron. And it's still not enough, mostly because our ore isn't coming in fast enough. Then the copper wire, the plates, the circuit board thingies. This is steel, solder, tin plates, tin to copper wire, and plastic, and thingy, and aluminium. What's this? Silicon plates, brass, I think, and bronze. This is our to-do list: power, science, nuclear, beacons, cretinium needs to be upgraded. And this is our first mall setup. And did we destroy the old base? No, not yet. Science has expanded a little bit. Oh yeah, quite a bit actually. So we've seen the red setup. And this is our bluest mate. Yeah, right. So we added this, and this needs geodes. Get turned into crystal slurry, get turned into... I think these are rubies. Yeah, these are rubies. And they are needed for yellow science. So we're up to yellow science. Oh, and we started using robots too. So we have some roboports. These are passive provider chests. So all of the utility belts is put into these passive provider chests, so the robots can just take from it and bring it to the mall, which is gonna be here. Oh wait, let me see actually. This is brass. And this is bronze then? Yeah, okay. Cool. Oh yeah, and then the same goes over here. So we have passive provider chests taken from the boss and making it available for the mall. And in the mall we make all of the different machines, so assembly machines, all the different tiers. Roads, all the different tiers, yellow, red, blue. Electrolyzers, crushers, liquefiers, crystallizers, power poles, and this is our to-do list. So yeah, barrels, you can see the robots flying in and out with stuff for the mall. What are they making? They're making steam turbines at the moment, so we can expand our power. We have some reactors. So yeah, to the end of the episode, let me show you, for the people who like numbers, let me show you what we're making. 43,000 crushed stone per minute, right? Yeah. It's quite crazy. 10k, oh, that's the total amount, I guess. 1k sapphire chunks per minute. Is there any circuit boards we can check out? Four blue circuits per minute. Processing units. And 180 green electronic circuits per minute. Here's a, if you're interested in this. Ooh, wow. Last 50 hours. Is fluids interesting? I don't even know. Here's a big spike. This is where we really amped up things. So yeah, we made room here for all the new mall stuff. Our island's getting pretty big already. These are the 5 initial factories. There's 6 now. So yeah, and let's die to end of the episode. Cause why not? I don't know if I have any sand laying around here. So we did add a few mods of ourselves. One of which is placing water. Since you gotta remove all the water and turn it into sand to build stuff up. If you want to place a pump, it's really annoying if you cannot make water. So you want to place a pump here, then you're screwed. So you would have to go to the edge of the water and then build sand around it and then place your pump. So we decided to make to add a mod that so you can place water. I think there might be something in this mod pack that also does that, but we didn't know, so we did it. We did it like this. One very dangerous thing about it though is that if you place it where you're standing, you die. So yeah, 238 hours, 1,000 big acid worms, 1,000 giant worms, 400 behemoth worms, some pipes, because at this point we were driving around with cars still. Only one player. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll go to the next save in the next episodes.